some stories for that too. Ooh.
What?
Dude, did I tell you about the Bill Murray thing or no?
No.
So after I went to your house, I wrote down my goals and stuff, right?
The first time?
Yeah, the first time.
Yeah.
So I went back home and did that. And I wrote on I think Cam knows about this, but I wrote on when I was working with the River Dogs, I wrote one of my goals was to be in the 1% of all earners in South
I
Carolina.
remember you telling me that part.
Bill Murray walks in my office one day, and he's like, I can't remember how much it was. It was like, I don't know, like 400,000 or something.
Yeah. I remember that. I remember it was specifically 400.
Yeah.
It was like 405.
Yeah, something like that. And he walks in there, he's like, what's that number? I was like, that's what I'm trying to make this year. And he's like, what? What'd you make last year? I was like, I made like 340 last year. And he basically was like, doing what? Because he didn't know I was
Not working here, yeah.
He didn't know I was speaking. He didn't know I was really out, speaking professionally.
Yeah.
And he's like, what, doing what? I was like, I'm speaking, I'm selling these books, my children's books. And then he looks at my children's book. And he's like, well, how much are they? I was like, for you, it's $3.99, right? What I said. He pulls out a $10 bill. It's like, all right, I'll buy 3 of them. Here's your $10 bill. And to this day, I have that $10 bill pinned up in my office at the River Dogs, even though I was literally never there.
Have you seen him since?
Yeah, I've seen him. Every time I see him, he's like, don't screw this up, Chris. I don't know if he just thinks I'm gonna become like a addict or something. I was like, we need you, man. Don't screw this thing up. He always says that to me. And me and my guy Ryan Cash right here, we started this, man. And it's a community of people that want to win in every single aspect of their life. So we're doing a YouTube video right now in my office. We got Cam back there getting after it. But I want to jump on over here real quick and just share with you guys, man. I would love for you to join. Go to championtribe.win for more information. God, love, peace. Okay, so we're talking about something that I'm super excited about. So me and Ryan, we actually co-founded this together. It's called Champion Tribe. First and foremost, I want to put a picture up of Champion Tribe. It's literally championtribe.win is our website, not .com, not .org. It's championtribe.win because we want everybody to win in life. Now, I'll be honest, the reason why we couldn't get .com, why couldn't we get it? It was like $5,000 or something crazy.
Yeah, it was not in the startup investment.
It's all good, but the reason why we started this, guys, is because, me personally, I want to win in every single aspect of my life. And so, a quick story about something that was going on with me. I've had a pretty good year thus far financially. Like, I'm super open and honest about my family. My wife gives me 150 days out of the year to travel, to be gone, to speak. And then the other 215 days, I need to be home locked in with my family. And my wife was like, Chris, I really want to go to Disney cruise. My son Caden's turning 1. My son TJ's turning 5. Those are 2 huge birthdays, right? And so my wife said, let's go to Disney cruise. And I was like, let's do it. Asked my assistant, and she said, Chris, you don't have a week free. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't have a week free? She said, well, you don't have a week free. All weeks you sent me for this cruise, you don't have free. You can't do it. And I was like, man, that's a failure. I'm failing at life, failing as a father. Why am I working this hard if I can't even go on Disney cruise with my family? So that's why I wanted to start this, because I said, that's not good, right? If a guy, and I've seen it, Ryan, I've seen it. If a guy makes $5 million a year, but his wife hates him, his kids hate him, and he's on his 10th marriage, like, that's not success. And there's nothing wrong with people that are, I would say, very wealthy, have a good family, they're physically fit, but if they're not givers, I don't think they're winning. So we got 5 pillars. Ryan, tell me the 5 pillars real quick.
Yeah, so our 5 pillars, what we really define a champion of life as is someone that strives to live an upgraded lifestyle, be the best they can be as it relates to their family, their faith journey, their finances, their fitness, and their foundation, which the foundation is really how they give back and serve the community. And going on that point that you mentioned, the thing that comes to mind from the corporate world is I'll never forget starting my career and sitting down with a seasoned CFO that explained, he had made nearly $700K, had 2 houses, the cars and everything. And he said, you know what, all these things are cool, but my wife left me because I was gone for nearly 300 days and I barely know my 2 kids. And that's also why, again, it's so important that we really focus on each of these pillars, and I found it to be so beneficial for me, because coming into this, fitness-wise, done very well. I love running and do some of these crazy marathons, ultra marathons.
I'm not doing none of that. Ultra marathons, come on.
I'm like 100 miles, why not go run 200, and all of these things, and finances, keeping all of that lined up. But what I couldn't tell you is that I'm a champion of faith. And seeing someone like Chris, who's put God first and front and center for his life and for his family's life and his community, I'm like, you know what, that's my missing link to really being a champion of life. And just being part of this community, it's been so rewarding. And I always say that the best accomplishment is, it's never going to be something that I did, like, oh, you got this award or this title or this salary. It's always going to be the impact that's created in other lives. And I think that that's the greatest joy through Champion Tribe. Is we've got 30 people now.
Yeah, 30 people so far. Yeah, that's another thing. So, and we started this literally a month ago. Not even a month ago we started this.
Not even.
And so, man, just shout out to all the people that are in Champion Tribe right now, man. This is phenomenal. You guys have changed my life, because I see that I can make an impact at home. My big thing is, like, I want to make an impact all across the country or across the world. But it's like, no, Chris, you can make an impact by helping people be great fathers, great husbands, all these different things, literally in your hometown. So that's what I'm excited about. And the vision, I'm gonna keep it real. Me and Ryan, we're big thinkers, right? There are people that are like, oh, maybe we can do this. Maybe we're like, no, we can get 1,000 people in this thing, no question, right? Just from people knowing about it, word of mouth spreading. Once more testimonials come, which you've already seen testimonials, like people have lost weight, people have had meetings with their significant others and have had good outcomes come from it. So now this has been super dope so far.
Yeah, I was having dinner with a tribe member 2 days ago, and he said, what's your vision for Champion Tribe? Where is this going? And I was talking about, man, Chris and I have had a lot of conversations about this, and even Champion Tribe originated. Remember, we were sitting at First Place Pub, and we're like, what are we gonna call this thing? And there was a trophy on the window, because that's part of the logo. We're like, Champion Tribe, and so this has just evolved from discussions and not having every little thing figured out. We're still figuring it out as we go. We're building it as we go. But he asked me, what's the vision for it? And I said, well, right now we meet every Saturday if you're in the premium group at your house, Chris's house, every first Saturday of the month. I was like, we're not too far off from graduating from Chris's home, which is awesome. It's accommodated a lot of people.
Check out that YouTube video if you haven't, my house tour.
Check it out, yeah.
We're gonna do it before and after, but that's the first one. We got something.
But we're gonna graduate from this house. We're gonna be filling out arenas. We're gonna be filling out coliseums. We're gonna be going and doing pop-ups and to visit tribe members in other cities. That's the other thing too. We have someone coming down from Tennessee this weekend.
Yeah.
Just for our first Saturday of the month meeting. Imagine when people you think about vision. I see people flying in from all over the country, heck, even internationally, just to come fellowship and be with us in person.
Whether it's big, annual Champion Tribe conference, or workshops we do. And my vision with Ryan, as far as I'm on the road speaking a lot, and right now it's like, hey, I'm passionate about diversity, I'm passionate about unity, I'm passionate about just inspiring young people to keep going after life hits them. But then I see this whole new corporate space of being like, hey, this is employee retention. This is people saying, hey, I know I make X amount, but because of Champion Tribe, we budget and we go over our budgets. We have challenges for our budget, so it's like, yeah, man, I save an extra $750 a month because I'm part of Champion Tribe. But they told me if my goal was to save $10,000 a year or $1,000 a year, I can't be doing this, and this. And they called me out on it in a nice way. We always call it constructive criticism, but we basically let them know, hey, this is your goal, your dream, your aspiration. We want to see you there. We want to see you get there. And Ryan has definitely helped me in that goal setting piece. He's an expert when it comes to goal setting. And in my life, y'all, I never made like a dream board or like a goal board or nothing like that. I went to this guy's house. I went to his house and I told my wife, I'm like, yo, this guy is on it. I don't know who this guy is, but man, he's got his goals written down, his like bucket list stuff, like newspaper, whatever it is, like falling from it. I'm like, what in the world? So I went home and I got me a whiteboard. I'm like, all right, yeah, let me do the same thing. And the dope thing that I tell everybody, right, when I'm on my calls talking to you about this, I say every single thing except for one that I wrote down after going to your house, I accomplished that year. Like, that's how important goal setting is, writing stuff down, see the vision, make it plain. A good book says that, right? And just, accomplishing those things. So this is my guy right here. This is gonna be a dope experience, and growing with him as a business partner is gonna be really, really cool as well.
Yeah, no, it feels like a long journey so far, but just because so much has happened in such a short period of time. But it's been awesome seeing how people are just being intentional, and my two favorite numbers that I love to share, 42%, 70%. When you write something down, study by the various doctors have shown that just by writing something down, you're 42% more likely to accomplish it. When you share that with a group of people, aka a tribe, those odds increase to up to 70%. So these things that Chris is talking about, even Chris now, what I get the most joy is seeing that you're putting your phone away for 4 hours.
Which is tough for me to do, y'all. I think any entrepreneur has trouble with that. But y'all, I'm like addicted to my phone. Like, if I don't got my phone, I'm like itching myself trying to figure out.
I called him the other day just to make sure he didn't answer.
Which is true.
And he didn't, right? Which I know that before we went on this journey, this intentional journey.
Oh yeah, I was picking up.
He would have picked up the phone and we would have been talking for God knows how long. And it's so cool when we see that, when I see that, hey, his priority today is to go hang out with his beautiful wife Mariana and take her on a date, or go hang out with the kids, go play golf, go play baseball with CJ and Caden, and that's the coolest thing ever. And we're seeing that across the board. Like,
yeah,
we've had people that have had tough conversations with their wives.
Yeah.
We've had people that are in the gym now that haven't seen a gym in months. or even
maybe
years.
Yeah, for
years. Sure. And life is changing, and it hasn't even been a month. So
I'm
just pumped for the future.
Let's walk them through this though, Ryan. So when they get in here, so they write their goals every single day in our Slack group, right? They write their goals every single day in our Slack group. And so it can be 3 goals, and they have to align with our pillars, right? So let's say one of your faith pillars, one of your pillars is faith, excuse me. And you say, I want to be able to start reading my Bible more. Well, how do you do that? You read your Bible more. You make it a routine. You do it every single day. It doesn't have to be every day, but you write that as one of your goals. At the end of the day, you write, hey, did I go 3 for 3, 2 for 3, 1 for 3 over? Like, why didn't I accomplish my goals today? And we basically ask you that question. Hey, what podcast did you listen to? If finances is one of the pillars that you have, or did you work out today like you said you would? Whatever, or did you hang out with your family, right? Call somebody you love. That's one of the things I like to write down for my family pillar. Call somebody that I love. Tell 10 people that I care about them today. So whatever your pillars look like individually for you, for me, maybe I want to save $100,000 or $200,000 a year. Some people say I want to save $100 a month, right? It's individualized to whatever you are a part of, but we want to see you win, and our tribe wants to see you win just as well, for sure.
Yeah, so we want to see you being intentional, but then we also want to know those areas that you're struggling in too.
Yeah,
so we're going to celebrate your victories. We're all going to celebrate. We're going to pump each other up. But the reality is, in life, you're going to have peaks and valleys, and we want to be there when you're in your valley, and we want to know what that is so that we can bring you right back up to that peak. And whether it's helping you build a new habit or get rid of the habit that is stopping you, that's what we do here.
All right, so one of my pillars is family, so it's getting late. So with that being said, man, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you go to championtribe.win for more information. We'll make sure you put some more stuff in the description. This is Ryan, my guy. I'm Chris. God, love, peace.
Let's go, champ.
Hey Cam, come check out my crib. Hey Cam, come check out my crib.
Thanks. expect your life to change as a result of this commitment, this intentional decision. This because he's making the sport so much fun.
Yeah, that's why. If you catch a foul ball, you guys it out. Ooh, strike three.
Looking again, you gotta look it again. You can't handle that heat.
Alright, let me throw. Okay, you're gonna be so big.
You can't handle that